Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to the new video. I'm the Casual Racing Gamer, and today I'm going to help you guys out if you are suffering with the new driving physics from patch 149. I'm going to help you out. So, obviously I'm a casual racer. This is the Casual Racing Gaming channel. I'm not that fast. I'm not that great. I'm just an average sim racer who just kind of tries to just understand how to improve, how to get better, and just try to, I'm very analytical of things. So it's not just necessarily of how to drive the car the best, how to be the fastest, how to drive the car to the limit. It's just a matter of how to analyze things, how to just drive correctly and drive safely and just survive, basically. And that's gotten me to a driver rating A currently. I do drop down to B at times as well, but it got me from all the way from like an E to like a D all the way to an A. I never thought I'd be at it. So we're at Trial Mountain here, and this is a really fun track to drive, and you can do really well and have really good races. And the whole thing is there's a lot of cars that really drive really close, and I'm going to give you tips on how to drive well. As you can see, here we are going inside. I had a car on the outside, and it's just driving good, driving consistent, and not always trying to pass the car, but driving with the car. My thing there wasn't to pass him right at that moment. It was just to drive with him. I knew he was on my side. I didn't need to push or bump or try to make a crazy move. I was like, we're going to drive together. So the first thing, the biggest tip, and this doesn't even have to do with the new physics, is don't be in a rush, right? It's a race. Yes, I understand it's a race, but you guys need to understand is it's not about being in a rush. It's about being patient. If you guys want to do better, and especially with the new physics where you might be struggling handling the car, you want to be patient. You want to actually slow down, and you don't want to be in a rush. Now, what does that mean? It means you guys need to brake early. I brake at a lot of times. I am braking very early. I am starting to get on my brakes, and not 100% brake, but a lot of times I am just starting to lightly brake to slow my car down, so I'll be able to start handling the weight transfer better that came to us in the new driving physics. Now, the brakes and your gears shifting down is going to play a big important role now with this update. So the thing to keep control of your car is you don't want to shift really quickly down. You don't want to go from like 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2, 1. You want to kind of ease into it. So if you're in 5th gear and you want to hit a turn at 3rd, you want to start slowing down like really earlier than you think. Shift down to 5th and nice calmly shift down to 4th. As you're braking, if you start braking hard, as you're shifting down, your car's slowing down, you want to start trail braking. You want to start lifting off of your brake pedal, and you want to slow the car down to enough where you have control of the car by the time you hit the apex, by the time you hit the turn, that your foot can completely release off of the brake. You don't want your foot really on the brake once you start turning in. You want the car slowed down enough that when you're just done with your brakes towards the end, that you're going to be able to turn in the car, have control, and you're not driving too fast. If you're driving too fast and you're still slowing your car down, when you're trying to rotate it, the weight of that car and the weight transfer is all over the place. That's why you're not going to control the car. So you got to make sure you're definitely slowing down early. Definitely slow down early. If you guys are still going too fast when you're hitting a turn, when you're hitting an apex, it means you're not slowing down, you're not braking early enough, and you're not trail braking well enough. Do not be scared to brake early. I know everyone, like I said, you're always in a rush with when you're driving, but my whole thing is don't be in a rush. Be calm, be patient. If you think you're braking too late, you're not. You're probably not braking early enough. So start thinking that. Start slowing down earlier. Even if you don't want to, brake, start releasing your foot off the gas pedal. You don't have to brake as soon as you release the gas pedal. You can start releasing the gas pedal a little earlier than you're expecting. Let the car just start flowing without accelerating. And then you want to just start braking, start slowing the car down. Then as the car's slowing down, you want to start lifting off the brake. We're going to be trail braking. And then we're going to slowly shift down to 5th, to 4th. And then if you're rotating, you want to be slowed down. If you're rotating, let's say in 3rd gear, you're starting to rotate, you're starting to turn in 3rd gear, you'll be able to drop down to 2nd gear. Even if your foots are completely off the brake and you're still rotating and you still want to bring that car a little more into the apex, to the turn, then just drop down to 2nd. No brakes or anything. We already have enough control of our car. And also, you want very light movements on the wheel. Everything is happening with your weight transfer of the car, and you don't want to over-rotate the car, so you don't want to turn too hard. You want to be able to really have complete control of the car going at a slow enough speed. And I think the problem is we always think we're not going fast enough when we're trying to turn and rotate the car, but we're going fast enough. And think about it, when you're braking hard, all the weight on that car is getting thrown to the front tires. Now, if you want to try to rotate that car and you didn't actually even out that weight distribution because you broke really hard, and you're not evening out that weight distribution, what's going to happen is you're going to lose the back end of the car because all the weight's in the front. You try to turn, let's say, to the left, and all the weight's in the front. There's nothing on the back, and you're just going to over-rotate that car, and you're just going to spin yourself out. If you slowly come into that turn and you ease up on your brakes, nice patiently dropping your gears, fifth, fourth, third, initially the weight's to the front, and now the weight is settling down to the center of the car, and you're going to be able to rotate it better. You're going to have better control of your car, and all your tires are going to have better grip, because I think a lot of people are struggling because they probably are losing control of the car. Now, coming out of a turn, coming out of an apex, out of a turn anywhere, just make sure you're easy on the gas. I don't think this is going to be as hard as the new braking concepts and the new braking with the new driving physics. I think accelerating is still going to be the same. Don't have a heavy foot. Always, ease into the acceleration. You want to always make sure you feel your grip, feel the tires on the road. Don't just slam on your gas, again, thinking you need to speed out of everywhere. You want to slowly get out of a turn, have your grip, tires, nice into the ground, and then you want to accelerate. Once you feel like your car is straightened out, your wheel's not really turning, you're pretty straight, at that point you can really hit the gas. That's when you want to ease in and then slam down on it when the car is, completely rotated, you're going straight. Now, again, a lot of people are going to be afraid that they're not going fast enough. But trust me, these tips of slowing down, being patient, taking it easier, starting to brake earlier, starting to just take your foot off of the acceleration until you get a feel for how much you can quickly switch from acceleration to brakes at the same time. Just ease off the acceleration, take your foot off, glide into it, start braking, and then just ease off on the brake and start shifting the gears down from fifth to fourth. The third, as your car is slowing down enough, is when you want to start rotating it. Do not start rotating the car when you still have a lot of weight on the front tires. You want to make sure that your foot is not on the brakes. A little tiny bit on the brake is fine, but if your foot is still having a lot of brake pressure and you're trying to turn that car in, you're gonna lose control of the car. That's what you want to avoid. So the whole thing is about weight distribution, evening out the weight between the car, all your tires, that you can handle turns nice and slow, nice and easy. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, thumb it up, subscribe, catch you on the next one. We out of here. Peace.